Deep Dive, where emotions meet the stars and spirituality takes center stage. Join Sherianna Boyle and Carmen Schott as they explore astrology, mental health, manifesting, and so much more. Two women on a spiritual path, sharing wisdom, stories, and the magic of sisterhood. Ready to dive deep? Let's begin.
Welcome to Deep Dive. I'm Sherianna.
And I'm Carmen. And this is a show about astrology, emotions, and spirituality.
Each week, we're giving you your astrological update on what's happening this week, how it may impact your emotions, your relationships, your finances, your manifesting, and so much more. This week, we're speaking about Sunday, July 13th. That's what we're going to be focusing on. So what's happening, Carmen?
So, guys, we just came out of the 4th of July and the week after. So the 13th, we have the planet Saturn, which is the planet of karma, destiny, responsibility. It's going retrograde, which means it's kind of bringing up old things from the past. Old karmic lessons can kind of replay themselves like we have during Mercury retrograde. So old things come back. And it could be a time of really having to readdress some old wounds, some old hurts, because Saturn is such a powerful planet that has to do with our soul mission, like our destiny. So it's been in the sign Aries, and now it's spinning backwards. And so the energy's a little bit blocked, a little bit of tension and conflict there because it's in Aries. So that's the big thing happening on the 13th.
When did that go into retrograde, Saturn?
It goes on retrograde on the 13th. Sunday.
On the 13th. Okay.
Yes. And then, the moon changes signs every 2 to 3 days, like we talked about. So the moon is going to be in Pisces the first of the week, which is going to make us very, very emotional and very sensitive to energy and food and the environment. And it makes us kind of lack boundaries between ourselves and others. So just be careful to have some strong boundaries and not take on everybody else's problems and get overwhelmed. You might feel a little bit more tired, like you want to take a nap. You might feel like you're a little foggy, like an imaginative, elusive, kind of like you're in a dream world a little bit, like you're zoning out a little bit more, because Pisces rules the 12th house, which is the house of escapism and mystical energy and meditation and withdrawing from the stress of the world. So emotionally, we're all going to be impacted by that Pisces moon, which is a very emotional, deep moon. So people tend to dream more. They tell me they have a lot more vivid dreams during the Pisces moon because Pisces energy rules sleep and relaxation and dreaming. So that's going on. And
that's happening on Monday. That goes into Pisces.
Yes. And that'll last through Wednesday.
I think it's really challenging to set boundaries when you are feeling things so deeply. I was just talking about that with someone, Carmen, about, wanting to set boundaries in their life, feeling like things aren't going well or someone's not doing something the way, they're communicating, but it's not being received. Have you ever had that happen? Like you're letting someone know what you need, or you're being very clear, you're even checking in with them, but it's not being received. And so it can be challenging, is the point, to set boundaries. And sometimes it's just not the time. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Over focus on the other person and instead focus on yourself. Yeah,
that's kind of that's very much a Pisces thing too, where they lose themselves in other people, and they're very idealistic in love and romance. So, and also, when we care about other people, sometimes we want to, help them so much. We want to fix things, and sometimes we're not supposed to fix everybody's problems. We're meant to listen. But they got to learn their own, karma and issues. I used to be so sensitive when I was younger. And I remember somebody said, why are you taking on everybody's problems? That's their lesson. That's their karma. And I was like, I know, you're right. But I would just feel sorry for them or feel bad, But no, you can't do that. You'll get, you got to have strong boundaries and be able to say, no, and when I'm tired,
Yeah.
people, when they're pulling on you, want you to do something and you're not feeling up to it, it's okay to say no. If you don't feel like leaving your house or you don't feel like going and socializing or
Yeah.
going to, for me, it's my brother always likes me coming to the ball games of my niece and nephews, and I love to watch them play ball, but it's about an hour and a half drive for me to get over there and then back. And with work and everything, sometimes I'm always like, I just can't. I need this weekend to recover. And I had to be okay with them, saying no. And it was hard because I would
Yeah.
try to go and do it, and then I would be even more tired. And it's like you got to have set some
Well, then
things.
the focus becomes on how they didn't receive the boundary.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
If we over focus on other people and
yeah,
we try to set boundaries and then they don't, then all our attention is, oh my God, I tried to set a boundary and they didn't
yeah,
adhere to it or they didn't listen. So
yeah, yeah,
I'm just feeling like everybody has to sometimes it's just not the time. Right. So,
yeah.
so 14th Pisces.
Yeah, Pisces moon for a couple
Okay.
days here, guys, and then one
When's the full moon, Carmen? Was it?
the full moon was last week in Capricorn.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I know it's like and but yeah, on Monday the 14th, the moon also opposes Mars on that day, and that's important, guys, because emotionally we could get in conflict with some people. We could get
Ooh.
irritable and mad and angry and maybe have a little blow up. So be a little careful with your temper. And if you start feeling, because the moon's already in Pisces, which is making us really emotional because it's a water sign moon, but then
Okay.
opposing Mars, that means the moon's energies are at odds with the planet Mars, which is the planet of aggression and conflict and anger and violence.
Uh,
So be careful about being impulsive and overreacting.
and overextending yourself, because I think that's
Yeah,
what can trigger
yeah,
those impulsive things.
absolutely. So that's on Monday, guys, when that opposition happens and on that. And then we're still in Cancer season this week.
Mhm.
So the sun is still in Cancer. As we go through, to the weekend, the sun is still in Cancer. And then towards, believe the next time we will have a show, we'll be in Leo season. But right
Okay.
now we're still in the water season. But one big thing that has been affecting everybody as of last week is Uranus went into the sign Gemini on July 7. And it has been affecting everybody because Uranus is the planet of electricity, of unexpected changes, of like shocking events. It disrupts things. It's the disruptor. It makes us feel like a high energy, like it's very mental. So it went into Gemini, which is the thinker, the communicator. So it affects our nervous system. So a lot of people are feeling anxious, more anxious than usual. They're feeling energized, like their mind is on high drive, like they're
You
having great ideas and thoughts and
and
the
you mentioned that what happened on July 7th
Mhm.
hasn't happened. You mentioned the last show since the Revolutionary War.
So get this. So Uranus has not been in Gemini. It's been 80 years. 80 years ago is the last time that the planet Uranus was in the sign of Gemini in the world. So it is huge. And there's a graph I saw online and
We're not used to this.
oh no, we're in like a complete reboot of our belief system, of our energy bodies, our mind. It's like a recalibration of our physical body.
I don't know about you, but I've been feeling it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It is like intense, man. And I told my daughter the other day, I said, Uranus is in Gemini and I feel really weird. And she's like, me too. And then her friend who is a Gemini, they even feel it more intensely because it's in their sign. And then everyone has Uranus transiting somewhere in their birth chart. And I happen to have it right by my Mars in Gemini, my ninth
Oh
house. And I'm
boy.
like, oh man. And so, I'm being careful about travel, because there's unexpected things with travel and teaching and knowledge.
So is intensity the way to describe this energy? It's electric, but it's also intense, and it's a disruptor.
It's affecting you physically, like your nervous system. How your brain is on overload. Some people are having trouble sleeping. Their thoughts are more fast. They're thinking a lot more. They're talking a lot more. They're a little bit restless.
You know what's funny is when I was teaching yoga this morning, and I teach some classes online through my membership, and I teach in person, but I channel when I teach. People don't know I'm channeling, but I'm listening to spirit while I'm teaching. And I kept hearing, I can't get them out of their heads. Like they're so in their heads. And I'm literally listening and thinking, okay. And I just thought, just let it go. There's nothing you can do. That's the way I felt. Normally I can get messages, or I know how to get people at that state. And if I feel it in the space, this morning, it was like, uncle.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I felt like, uncle, I surrender, because it was like a glaze over the room.
Yeah. This Uranus and Gemini, guys, it's historically, we're going to have a lot of historic changes in the world. I mean, we're already seeing it.
Yeah.
It's playing out, it's why astrology shows destiny. It's like, it's energy. It's replaying, history replays itself astrologically too. So 80 years ago, if you look up what was going on 80 years ago, you'll find a whole list of things and inventions. I'm going to focus on the positive, I'm going to focus on the negative, but the positive is we can have a complete rebirth of technology. Like, it's going to intensify at a fast rate, which is already happening with AI, robots, space travel, also finding cures to Alzheimer's, cancer. Like, scientific discoveries is what happened last time Uranus was in Gemini. So that's a good thing. If we could find the cure to Alzheimer's, shoot, I would love that. My grandmother
that would be and tinnitus, ear ringing. Tinnitus would be wonderful.
Yes. We want
put our orders in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we need to take a quick break, Carmen. So we're going to take a quick break, everyone. If you're just joining us, welcome to Deep Dive. We give you your astrology update every single Sunday on KMET Radio, and then Carmen posts it within the next couple of days on our YouTube channel, which you can find at Deep Dive with Carmen and Sherianna. So if you miss it live on KMET Radio, go on over there. The best thing you can do is subscribe and also get our free gifts while you're there. We've got a few free gifts that we'd love to offer you. We are taking a quick break. We'll be right back.
Astrology is energy. Unlock the wisdom of your birth chart with my new book, Your Astrological Energy. Pre-order your copy today and receive 10% off a personal consultation with me. Visit CarmenTurnerSchott.com to claim your special offer today.
When was the last time you took time for you? Hi, I'm Sherianna Boyle, author of the Emotional Detox book series and several other books. I also lead a variety of wellness retreats throughout the year. Visit SheriannaBoyle.com/events to find out more and to book your retreat today. Again, it's SheriannaBoyle.com/events. Welcome back to Deep Dive with Sherianna and Carmen. Okay, so we are in a major shift, folks. We're just covering that before the break with this Uranus in Gemini.
Yeah.
Did you have a couple things you want to tell them about what happened 80 years ago when this happened?
Yeah. So 80, last time it was in Gemini, guys, it was like 1941 to 1949. It was 80 years ago, and it marked the period of World War II and our U.S. involvement and the Cold War, the subsequent Cold War. And a lot of, that was a huge deal, World War II. I mean, and we won, everything turned out good, but it was so much propaganda going on, in the world with media and news. And that's because Gemini rules broadcasting and how we communicate.
Happening today. There's so much propaganda. Yeah.
Social media, like, you don't know what's real, what's fake, what's, AI. I mean, that's That's Pluto. That's Pluto and Aquarius, the air, and then now we got Uranus and Gemini, which is more air, and it's all about technology and science. So Uranus tends to bring unexpected shocks that change your entire belief system. It changes how you are, how you think, what you believe in, because it's such a powerful rebel. It's like a revolutionary thinking. It makes you think non-traditionally. So one thing that
it sounds like our minds are going to open up.
Yes, and I think an outside event is likely to do that. And what I'm talking about is, we're talking a lot about space travel, because Uranus rules astrology. It also rules space and travel, like UFOs, high technology. Okay, what are UFOs? UAPs is what they call them, unidentified, aerial aircraft. So like, a couple years ago when there were orbs that our government shot down, and then we never said a word about it, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
When that happened is when Pluto went into Aquarius, is when that happened. It had retrograded, and then it went out again. That is when it was all over the news. Things in the sky. That's Uranus and energy, Pluto and Aquarius. Because see, Uranus is the planet that rules Aquarius. So you have all this Aquarius energy going on, which is space travel, living in a different solar system, being visited by,
do you think we're going to start living and creating life somewhere else, or multi-universe? What's that?
Well, I think people are starting to realize there's more to the universe than meets the eye. Like they talk about how this is like a dream, or we're on a matrix or something, like the movie. I don't know.
Right.
There's different dimensions. There's different dimensions, but our mind was not, and our bodies weren't prepared to think like that. But now we're changing. So people's brains are changing, their nervous system, their thoughts, their beliefs, their physical energy is changing because of this high air vibration that's going on with everybody. So some of this is, I think, people that have been very stuck in their belief systems are going to be awakened, because Uranus awakens the truth. It awakens the truth. And I think, and it'll happen where no one can deny it. Everybody will see. Everybody will know, but it'll be shocking. It'll be a little bit uncomfortable, because it's so different than what we're used to.
Wow.
It could be how we could get a flying car, for all I know. We're like, oh my gosh, it's like, Fifth Element, the movie with Bruce. I used to think, man, are we going to have flying cars in the future? Who knows, right? But that's what's going on. And then the end of the week, this week, actually, we are in Mercury shadow. So the planet Mercury will go retrograde on Thursday, the 17th. But we're already feeling it now. We're already feeling it. We're feeling it last week even.
Oh, yeah, like communication issues and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So reassess, redo, reevaluate. Don't start anything new, any brand new ideas. Don't act on them. Don't sign new contracts. Don't take a job offer that's brand new.
Don't sign new contracts, Carmen.
Well,
how long is this lasting? Because
only if it's something you've already had in motion, which we both have. We both are.
Because we both have a pending contract, possible contracts coming in. I don't know. We're both in the same place about something, but anyway.
So this is what happens when you apply for jobs. Almost 100% of the time in my life, I always got my job offer during Mercury retrograde, because you've already done it before the retrograde, and then it comes to finalization. So if we're going to get hired, me and you will know during Mercury retrograde, most likely. Okay. And then we will have to decide then, wait a minute, reassess, reevaluate. Do we really want this? Because we may change.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
When we apply.
Yeah, we both applied for jobs, everyone. And we both got interviews within the same 2 days, but they're different places, but the same type of job. So it's kind of funny that it's all happening. So she and I are in the same exact situation, because the job would require us to work a lot more. We already work full time.
Yeah, it'd be another full-time job.
It would be another full-time job.
Yeah.
So both of us are like, what have we gotten ourselves into? But we're going through the motions.
Yes.
See what happens, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Mercury, I love Mercury retrograde because the scary thing about it is that it can bring a lot of new things all at once. But then it can also bring all the old stuff at once. And then you have to choose between two jobs or two things. And you're like, I don't know.
What I know is I don't want two full-time jobs.
Yes.
That's the thing I do know
Yes.
for sure. Those days are over for
there
sure.
you go. There you go.
So we'll see. We'll keep you guys up to date on everything. It's funny. We laugh because we taught a whole manifesting class together. We both put down what we wanted to manifest, and we both got this situation that we're both in.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what this Mercury retrograde comes, because it's going to affect us for about 4 weeks.
Okay.
So a lot of good stuff can come.
Glad you're excited about Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, just don't be impulsive on something new, but you'll be laughing because it's like, wait a minute, I forgot I even applied for that, or I forgot I was even
about that. Yeah.
It comes back to haunt us. The past comes back. People from the past come back. Yeah. Readdress everything. Reassess.
Yeah. Reassess. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
This sounds like a wild ride for sure.
Yes.
Wild ride. Any tips this week? Do you have anything else astrologically that they need to know about? Just mainly Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
You're not crazy if you're feeling weird or kind of jacked, like your mind is spinning.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to be
emotional because of the moon in Pisces.
Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah. It's, don't send that email when you're mad. Reread everything.
You gotta have self-awareness right now.
Everything. Because people take what you say and speak and write, they take it, they misinterpret it, and it can cause a lot
My circle is getting smaller and smaller.
See, you were in the shadow period. Last week, it was already affecting you. See, Mercury retrograde was affecting all of us last week already because it was shadow. It's like before it retrogrades, we already are getting affected by it.
Yeah, yeah.
People take what you say wrong, or they get their feelings hurt, or they take offense, or they misinterpret. You're like, wait a minute, no, I didn't mean that. Which just happened. Wait, no, matter of fact, I was just talking to you earlier. That just happened to me too last week. Oh yeah, that was Mercury retrograde with that person. Okay.
Oh, the one that you were telling me about before. I know.
Wait a minute, I had to readdress what was said. See what I mean? Wow. Yeah, this stuff is real. I tell you, I don't even realize it sometimes that it happens to me too. But
well, I think, I'm joking on my circle getting smaller, but honestly, it's by choice.
Yeah.
because it, we have so many different things happening and so many things you can be involved with, so many classes you can take, classes you can teach, you can be pulled in all these different directions, but then it's like things get lost, right? So I'm trying to keep everything in one spot there. I think mine is just really watch those over focusing on other people. Because when you over focus, the way I always explain it is, think about if you were to put your face up to something, you really focus closely. Or someone talks to you really closely, you can't see anything else. Right. It's like, it's too much and you need space. You need to get a wider perspective, a broader perspective. So in order to do that, you need to take time for yourself, take a little break, go for a walk. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Awesome. This is great. Thanks so much, Carmen. And I want to remind everyone you have a new book coming out, right? It's Your Astrological Energy. It's on pre-order. When's it come out?
August 8th.
So grab her book, everyone. Help her, push those sales. So important. And thanks for taking a deep dive with us. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Take care, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Hi, this is Carmen Turner Schott, author and psychological astrologer. My newest books are Your Astrological Energy and Astrology's Magical Nodes of the Moon. Both offer powerful insights to help you understand your emotions and your spiritual journey through astrology. Discover how your birth chart can help you heal, transform, and become more resilient. Visit my website today at carmenturnerschott.com and grab your copies on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and online stores.
Looking to transform your life? Sherianna Boyle, author of 11 powerful books, invites you to take a deep dive. Explore her emotional detox series, discover manifesting with energy in action, and connect with spirit in her latest book, Just Ask Spirit. Start your journey today. Find all her books at sheriannaboyle.com. Thank you for tuning into Deep Dive with Sherianna Boyle and Carmen Turner Schott. If today's episode inspired you, don't forget to share, subscribe, and leave us a review. For more insights and resources, visit carmenturnerschott.com and sheriannaboyle.com. Until next time, keep diving deep into your soul's journey.